Sorry, I'm just checking making sure everything's working. It's not showing my camera though. I don't know if there's a way to fix that? Or what? I will work on that later. Widget menu maybe? Oh well, not really concerned right now. Anyway, hello everybody, welcome back to Doki Literature Club, where today, you know ya boy, he's into this, because we got the side story, Trust, up and ready to go, which I'm going to record after this part of the recording, and Trust Part 2, which I'm probably going to record both of these in one sitting. The side stories, of course, are not going to be as exciting as like the main game. They're going to be more background information for everyone's favorite girls. How do I go back? Fuck. Alright, here I get the music. Hell yeah. Got any new tracks unlocked? No, just same tracks. Beautiful music, love it all. I would listen to this all day. But now, let us go into the main game, into Doki Literature Club. Unfortunately, that little recording thing is going to be in the corner. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm looking at a little blurb right here that's saying my time recording. It's asking whether I'm mute or the other shit. Let's load game. Alright, let me fix up my game volume, make sure it's music volume's not outrageously loud. Like it was last time. This should be a good fix for it. Okay, everyone. Are you all ready with today's poems? No. What's a poem? Is it something I can eat? I'm not funny. Oh, come on. Could your timing be any worse? Yeah, we interrupted Natsuki and mine's makeout session. God. Fuck you. Sorry. I just need to make sure we have enough time. Do you now, Monica? Are you just jealous of me preferring Natsuki over every other girl in the club? I love I'm like doing hand motions back here with but my camera's not on, so y'all can't see shit. I'm like waving my hands around like an idiot. You do look pretty cozy over there. Eh? I thought I heard something. It's terrifying to hear something when you're home alone. The fuck? Natsuki suddenly realizes how close she's gotten to me. She hastily slides herself a good 12 inches away from me. Alright then, guess I'll stop here for now. I close the book and hand it towards Natsuki. You're just giving it back? Don't you want to know what happens? Well, yeah, but Monica just said, don't be dumb, just take it home with you. Is that really alright? I say that mostly because I don't really plan on using my spare time to read this. Well, of course. It would take forever to finish if you didn't take it home. I mean, you're not wrong, but hear me out. Berserk. Just finish that one before tomorrow so we can start the next one. And if it gets bent, I'll kill you. Well, mark me down as scared and horny. By tomorrow? I mean, manga only takes like half an hour to finish. It's not that hard. Like from start to end, a manga volume takes like half an hour. It's easy. I only got partway through the volume so far. I might fall behind on some shows if I try to get through this. But I suppose that is a necessary sacrifice for seeing Natsuki's enthusiastic face. Or am I more scared of what'll happen if I don't finish it? Yes! Alright then. I stand up. Triumphantly. I return to where I put my stuff, and I carefully slip the book into my bag. Oh, caps lock. I'm just gonna keep pressing that for no fucking reason. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? What's a poem? Yeah. My relaxation ends because I write like shit. Like, no. English has always been my worst subject, so I can relate to a character who is like, I don't write poems. I can't believe I actually agreed to do something so embarrassing. I couldn't really find much inspiration since I never really done this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't we share someone? I don't want to share someone. What if I just don't? I can't wait! Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out their poems. Sayori is on a wrinkled sheet of loose-leaf torn paper, torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting. Where the fuck did I find the word tell? Like, I would say, I'm very stupid. That's the only thing I say. I don't have like some diagnosed dyslexia or ADHD, because I see words that aren't fucking there. I'm just stupid. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Yuri and Natsuki, I read that backwards, but whatever, fucking fight me, reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I guess that leaves me. I do the same myself. Who should I show my poem to first? Who else would I show my poem to? I told Natsuki I was interested in her poems yesterday. It's probably only fair if I shared mine with her first. Silence. Okay, well, let's get started with the things I don't like. First of all, Natsuki rereads my poem. Never mind, I don't feel like giving you my opinion. I always hate it where I want to be so judgmental, but then I end up liking it, and I'm like, okay, fuck you. Then what's the point of sharing in the first place? I wrote this when I could have been doing other things. In fact, I remember how I said I wanted to read your poems. That's what I had in mind when rating this. I want to help you feel more comfortable enough to share yours. Like Monica said. Yeah. Well, I would be more comfortable sharing my poems if yours was really bad. You were supposed to show me some dumb poem and make me go, ha, well, it's not that great, but let me show you what real literature looks like. And you went and ruined it. I hope you're happy. First of all, rude. So, in other words, you're saying you liked it? Natsuki's retort gets caught in her throat. You're so... you don't understand anything, do you? I already told you that. You don't have to go announcing it to the world like you're all self-important. Actually, I kind of do, because nothing I write is good, therefore I gotta, like, milk this for as much as I can. Pretty sure you never actually said that. I say that mostly to myself. Natsuki must really hate me or something. I can't figure out if it's a win or a loss that she liked my poem. In any case, you still need to show me yours, right? Fine, I guess. Thank you, Natsuki. Love you. Only because Monica will make me if I don't. I don't think Monica can maybe. Maybe Monica can physically make you twist your arm behind your back. Show the poem. No, I don't know, maybe. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb. Crickets can leap. Horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. That's fucking boring as shit. I want to go read Monica's poem. I said her character was great, not her poems. Yeah, I told you that you weren't going to like it. I'll like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced that I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all kinds of sophisticated and stuff. Fuck no. Well, I mean, to the teachers, yes. In general, no. Writing does not have to be sophisticated at all. That's what they don't tell you in English class, is that your writing can be all fluff and stuff. But there's no point to what you're writing. But teachers will still love it. You cannot believe how many teachers are like, oh my god, this was an amazing poem, this was amazing writing, this essay was great, blah, blah, blah. But there was nothing there except for me repeating a point a few times just in different wording. So back in high school when I did that, it was always just like, Yeah, sure, huh? And then they put me in accelerated courses and everything got horrible because I got awful at English. Because they thought I was smart, but I'm actually a feckin' idiot. Um, so then I continue to do that. It doesn't matter which kind of English class you're in. You need a 5,000 word essay. Instead of saying the blue street, say the dazzling blue street glistened, or something like that. I mean, it's just random bullshit you can add to up your word count and make people think you're smart. But there's no point. Whereas if you get something simple and to the point, I much prefer that because it's simple to the point. I get it. I like it. It's like, anyway, I went on a little tirade there. No one cares what I think. So people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't that the point of poems, for people to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem. That's why I like shorter books, because I'm not like, I have the attention span of goldfish. If it takes too long, then I'm kind of bored out of my mind. Probably why I haven't finished the Five Nights at Freddy's series. But if I get a short book that I can read like on a plane ride or something, then that'll be easy. And then it's like putting all the story in there. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a feckin' idiot. Seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. All the fucking people back in high school. I mean, back to high school, when I was in high school, it was all this valedictorian shit. There was always like, oh, these accelerated people are so smart, yada yada. And I was just like, are they really? I mean, not really. Their grades aren't anything exceptional, and they're not really that above everyone else. In fact, like, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm just a feckin' idiot, because I'm bottom of the barrel. I'll admit it. I'm at the bottom of the barrel student. I'm a solid, straight B student. Alright, it's a new day. Sorry, I didn't get enough time to record yesterday because I already had commitments and plans. But it's a new day, a new recording, and overall, why can I not hear nothing? There we go. Okay, now I can hear it. Fixed it. I was about to press a new game. That would be stupid. I don't want to press a new game. Save right here where Natsuki was, oh yeah, poems. We're sharing poems with Natsuki. The other nice thing about simple writing is that it puts more weight on the wordplay. Like I set up for a rhyme at the end, but then I make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out more of the feelings of the last line. So you did. I guess more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. Natsuki, shut the fuck up. You're not a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect that from the youngest one here, did you? They're all 18. How is there a youngest? I'm just saying. Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is. Age is just a number and jail is just a place. Am I right, my bro? That's gonna get clipped out of context and I'm gonna get so much shit. But if Natsuki is feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. Who should I show my poem to next? Sayori. This is a good poem, Nugna. I love how solemnly she says that. Just this is not like her normal, this is great, or this is amazing. Just, this is a good poem, Nug Nug. This is a good poem. You did good, Nug Nug. Good job. The solemnness is just unbelievable. Are you sure it's your first time? Jokes. Avoid the jokes. Avoid the jokes. Of course. It's not that good. I'm not that good. It's just my first time. Goddamn. Avoid the jokes. They're not funny anymore. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right. But that's why it impressed me. Well, to be honest, I was afraid that you wouldn't do it seriously. Or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy that you just wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I am standing in front of you? Well, of course, I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. I'm lazy, not a jackass. See? It's like I said before, Nug Nug. Deep down, you're not as selfish at all. You know? Hey, what the fuck? What the fuck? Norton, now is not the time. Yeah, I get it. You better be microphone recording. I swear to God, I'll end your life. If my mic is picking up none of this, I will drop kick you. Trying new things like this for other people. That's something only really good people... Sorry, my voice is dead right now, so I'm not going to be able to get voices going for a little bit. Maybe if I get some water in me. I would also like to take this time to plug my new Twitch. I now have a Twitch that I will be streaming on. Please go check it out. It's amazing. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure if Sayori sees the full picture of my motive here. Then again, I can't deny that she's part of the reason I joined, knowing how much this means to her and all. Yeah, and I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? This would be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that then. Yay! Now you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Bitch, you said you were bad! The way you glow through my blinds in the morning, it makes me feel like you missed me, kissing my forehead to help me out of bed and making me rub to sleep. That is the stupidest sentence I have ever had the misfortune of reading. I'm sorry. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue. It's a secret, but I trust you too. It wasn't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. You know, this is fucking mood. Just this last sentence right here is fucking mood. Sayori, this is just a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at least that makes me feel a little bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yeah, clearly that last line indicates tried your best. Yeah. I didn't mean to say it was a bad poem. It just came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially the last line. I made eggs and toast. That's funny as shit, I'm not gonna lie. Eggs and toaster. Eggs is yummy though. I like eggs. Even though you are late to school, it's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point in arguing. Anyway, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yeah. But next time, I won't forget. I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I'll look forward to it. Do I have to show my poem to Yuri? Yuri stares at the poem. Oh no. Oh no, the judgment. The judgment's coming, I can feel it. A minute passes, more than enough time for her to finish reading. Oh, sorry. I forgot to start speaking. It's fine, don't force yourself. I just need to put my thoughts into words. It's not that hard. Just tell me how much you hate it. Hold on. Okay. This is your first time writing a poem, right? Yeah, don't say it like that. Jesus Christ. This is your first time, right? So actually, you're so bad at it. Why do you ask? I'm just making sure. I guessed that it might be after reading through it. Ah, so it's that bad. No! Did I just raise my voice? Oh, I'm so sorry. God damn it, Yuri. Yuri's got like some issues. She got like some unresolved issues. Yuri buries her hands in her face. I couldn't help but notice it had been several minutes and we really haven't gotten anywhere. It might take Yuri a while to get used to new people. It's fine, I really didn't notice. What were you saying? Right, it's just that there are specific writing habits that are usually typical of new writers. And having been through that myself, I've kinda learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing to recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. And the end result is both the style and the expressiveness are weakened. You make a solid point. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's almost as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone and she sounds like an expert. Of course, that is not something you can be blamed for. There are so many different techniques and skills that go into writing even a simple poem. Not just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. I might be able to it might behoove you. It might take you some time. Guys, I swear I can English. But it all comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. You're right. I also hope that everyone else in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people. Yuri, be nice. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure if Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or to Natsuki. And quite frankly, I don't think I want to know. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do! I'd love to share my thoughts about my process behind it. Well, that was, much more enthusiastic than you were about it before. Which, in and of itself, is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be the literature club? Yeah. Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow. Bathing. It must be this one. The last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe. Calm. Breathing air of the present, but living in the past. I'm gonna sneeze. Okay, I sneezed. Sorry about that. I might do it again. The light flickers, and I flicker back. There's a lot of symbolism in there. Most of it I don't get. It's a lot easier when it's simple. Maybe that's why I like Natsuki so much. I'm sorry, I have such a terrible hand. What the fuck do you mean? That was perfect handwriting. But you are using script. Do you know how many people are not taught cursive anymore so they don't know how to fucking read it? It's embarrassing. What? I wasn't thinking that at all, but it took you such a long time to read. Well, I just don't read script very often. I think your handwriting's very pretty. That's a relief. Also, I liked the poem. Even though it was short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short. I usually write what the fuck did I just become? Did I just become wronger? What the fuck did I just become Scooby-Doo? Ruh-roh, Raggy. She didn't write a wronger poem. Looks like I'm gonna make her a new mystery. That was a terrible Scooby impression, and I hate myself for it. I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you liked it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to read something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Nug Nug. It's symbolic about like the last remaining remnants of something. I'm assuming of like this person, girl, I don't know what the character is, of this like person's happiness as my guess. That's just my solid guess. I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. Fuck you, I read it hardcore. But remember that poets often express their own thoughts and feelings and emotions in their works. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only being symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to... I'm kind of right if that's the case. And soon be left with nothing. That's a lot more solemn, putting it that way. I hadn't even thought of that. That's impressive. It's nothing, really. Well, it makes me happy you think that. Just remember that it won't be long before you pick up on these things too. It'll be very long because I'm a fucking idiot. Maybe my character will pick up on it, but I won't because I'm a fucking idiot. I don't pick up on shit. I'm a solid failure. I guess I'll have to keep trying. I'm counting on you. Okay. Is that a threat or a warning? Yeah, I know I picked Monica last, but like, whatever. Someone had to be last. Dogs? Dogs, shut up. Good. Dogs, shut up. Good. Good. God damn it. Hi, Nug Nug. The fuck am I gonna give you an annoying voice? Hi, Nug Nug. Oh my god. Like, look at you. Having a good time so far? Yeah. Good. Glad to hear it. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you ever have any fucking problems with my English, smack my face. If you have any suggestions for the club, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to bring things up. I'm much better off going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyway, want to share your poem with me? No. It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Don't worry, Nug Nug. We're all a little embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we'll have to learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. I like it, Nug Nug. Just solid that you like it. Really? It's a lot cuter than I expected. Oh, God, no. Damn it, she's on to me. She's on to me. Oh, jeez. Oh, no. It makes me think of something Natsuki would write. She's a good writer, too. So take it as a compliment. If you say so. Yep. There's lots of poems or stories out there that know more than a few simple words. They can be funny, endearing, or even sad. And sometimes they're only a few lines long. Much like loss. They even feel like they've been written for kids, but if you think about them, they can express views of the world that would often apply to anybody. I see. I'm confused, but I see. So you're saying that Natsuki is kinda like that. Sort of. Maybe she's not an excerpt, but you probably won't find much filler in her poems. Ah, that's a funny way of thinking about it. So I can see why you're kind of poem to explore. I'm sure I'll end up trying. I'll end up trying different types a lot. It'll take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I'd love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the kind of style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little bit biased toward their own kind of styles, but I will always help you find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way anyone else wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Right. I don't have to worry about impressing them at all. Not worried about that whatsoever. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Anyway, so you want to read my poem now? Yes, please. Oh, yeah. Yes, please. Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. Doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? Now you're starting to start like Natsuki. Well, let's read it then. Hole in wall. It couldn't have been me. See the directions, the spackle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend? I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film let out in the sun. But it's too late, my retinas, already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It was just a little hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized now that I was not looking in. I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. You getting meta on me, Monica? So what do you think? Creepy. It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not really the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style is getting pretty popular nowadays. Dog. Dog no shut up. Dog no go away. Dog go away. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out something to say instead of just getting mad at dogs for barking while I'm recording, because I'm 19 minutes into this shit and I don't want to re-record. You gotta know how I feel. That is, a lot of poems have been putting emphasis on timing between words and lines. When performed out loud, it can be really powerful. What was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure how to put it. I guess you could say I had a kind of epiphany lately. It's been influencing my poems a bit. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's finished with each other. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes when writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on a specific point. If you try too hard to make it perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on a piece of paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you want to keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a big dark puddle of ink. Do pens even? I mean, pens obviously have ink, but if you put your pen down, would it just drip ink, or would there be things for that? So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Phew! I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. It was a little more stressful than I anticipated, as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing abilities. Even though they're just being nice, there's no way my poem can stand up to theirs. This is a literature club, after all. I sigh. I guess that's what I ended up getting myself into. I cross the room. Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. I land my eyes on Yuri and Natsuki. Oh no. I remember this scene. No. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration. Meanwhile, Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Did you say something? It's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you just completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. I just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. You mean you had to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? Oh no. God damn it. Okay. This scene always gets me because it's both funny and nerve-wracking because it sets the course for the rest of their characters. Thanks, but it didn't really come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Nug Nug did too. And based on that, I'm glad to give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the I love that I like the contrast I do between Yuri and Natsuki's voice. Like Yuri, I'll go, I appreciate the offer, but I've spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change anytime soon, unless of course I come across something particularly inspiring, which I haven't yet. And Nug Nug liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Oh shit. Oh no. Don't bring me into this. Oh. I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Sorry. The music is, like I said, it's my favorite soundtrack of all video games. That's not what you're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous that Nug Nug appreciates my advice more than he appreciated yours. And how do you know he didn't appreciate my advice more? Are you sure? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Yeah, is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the one whose boobs magically grew a size bigger as soon as Nug Nug started showing up. Natsuki! Natsuki, that's a little... This doesn't involve you! I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me, as if they just noticed I was standing there. Why'd you bring me into this? Nug Nug, she's trying to make me look bad. It's not true. She started it. That would have been the perfect opportunity for the you wouldn't need my help for that line. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate that simple writing is more effective, then it wouldn't have happened in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason? Sorry, my voice got weird there because my nose was like, I want to sneeze. The meaning should jump out at the reader, not force them to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Nug Nug. Wait, there's a reason we have so many deep and complex words in our language. The only way to convey... Because the English language fucking sucks, that's why. The only way to convey complex feelings and meaning the most effectively... Complex feelings? Come on, man. There's two words that I need for feelings. Fucking angry and angry. You understand that, right, Nug Nug? Well... How did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know anything about writing. But whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So of course that's gonna be... normally this would be my pick. Because then Sayori would come help me out. But I like Natsuki better. Yuri, you're really talented. Well, but Natsuki does have a point. I think that I rack my brain in an attempt to back myself up before I die. I think that conveying feelings in a few words can be just as impressive as well. It lets the reader's imagination take over, and Natsuki's poem did a really good job at that. Yeah, it did, didn't it? Shows how much you know. That's not Natsuki. I think that's enough. Huh? Me? But she was so mean to me. Look, what we talked about yesterday was right. Writing is a really personal thing, and sharing it can definitely be hard. It looks like we learned that today. Even small criticism can lead to something pretty heated. I glance over my shoulder. Sayori is nodding vigorously. Thank you, Sayori, for your approval. Yeah, so, you don't need to feel threatened. You're a great writer, Natsuki. Natsuki's voice gets caught in surprise. Thanks for noticing. Oh, it's so cute. She finally mutters that barely audible. Yuri looks at me dejectedly. With a face like that, I can't feel bad for it. I'm sure that Natsuki didn't mean everything she said, so you don't gotta feel threatened either. Well, if you say so. Hey, it's not like you need to apologize for me, Nug Nug. Sheesh. Natsuki takes a breath. The thing about... Natsuki glances around the room. Would everyone stop staring at me? Unsurprisingly, Natsuki was having a harder time with it than she boasted. Sayori and Monica look away. Anyway, The thing about your boobs, I didn't mean it, okay? That's all. Natsuki looks away, avoiding eye contact with anyone. Yeah, you're a naturally beauty. You're naturally beautiful, Yuri. Sayori! That's awkward as shit, Sayori. I'll go make some tea. I was trying to help. I know you were. I know you were. And I'm sure she appreciated it, Sayori. I passed Sayori on the shoulder. Now we're past that. Everyone, read each other's poem. Ready? Blah, blah, blah. See? That word right there, read, sucks ass because I automatically fucked it up. I hope that it was worthwhile for everyone, especially for you, Nug Nug. And to be honest, it's a nice change of pace from lazing around we got used to, a little too used to. So my joining the club was responsible for ruining the atmosphere? Thanks, Monica. No, not at all. There's still some time before we go home. So we'll relax for a little bit. Besides chatting, we do literature-related things in the club room. So maybe you can take a chance to pick up a book or to do some writing. After all, that's what the club is for. I disagree, Monica. It's about the most important thing about the literature club. The most important thing is having fun. Of course. I guess that's why you're vice president, Sayori. In the end, though, Monica's right. Being in the literature club probably means I can't spend all my time doing nothing. But in the end, I guess it's been worth it so far. Okay, everyone, it's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Well, mostly. Nug Nug, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was terrifying. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. In that case, we'll do the same thing tomorrow, and maybe you learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about poems everyone likes. Thank Allah, because that means I can do a little bit better job at impressing those I want to impress. Like Natsuki. I nod to myself with a newfound determination. Nug Nug, ready to walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It's truly been a while since Sayori and I have spent so much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori, about what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki, does that stuff kind of happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. Jesus, chill. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I could see why you'd make good friends with you. Did I say you'd make good friends with you, or did I say they'd make good friends with you? If I fucked up that sentence, I'm gonna beat the shit out of myself. Whew! You know, Nug Nug, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone is what makes me the happiest. And I think that everyone really likes you, too. That's... Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught on to the kind of situation I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? I am in the harem of my dreams, and does it really need to stop? There's the question. To harem or not to harem, that is the question. Well, we'll just have to see what the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said more than myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay! Yeah, let's do this. Alright everybody, I'm going to end this video here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please leave a like and subscribe for more. I really enjoyed doing this series, and I want to keep going, so if you would please share it with your friends and give it the love I know we both know it deserves, then I can go ahead and keep doing it. And then that'll make my life and my recording life a whole lot easier. No pressure or anything. Anyway, I guess I'll see you all when I make another video.